calendar has turned to December, and
we're on YouTube too.
Stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Well, you can't hear me? I'm whispering.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, we ain't with that.
This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they
Who's
stayed in the
talking
face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 25 on second down. Tua.
No, you didn't.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Well,
no, you didn't, boy.
How difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front,
touchdown.
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a dump off here complete, and they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Why y'all what?
McCaffrey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do.
He's got him in.
Ain't he supposed to be that open? Hey, man, you blitz my man out.
Touchdown. Jalen Waddle.
Because he ain't even supposed to be wide open. He ain't even supposed to be open like that.
The Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
He ain't even supposed to be open like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
That's why you motion that man over there. Blitz my dude out.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
He ain't even supposed to be open.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They got this dude wide open. That's
the
good.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action. I can't believe they let you get so.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Block somebody
on. This up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners at 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here we go with McCaffrey. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now receiver in motion left. On the ground, McCaffrey.
I didn't even mean to go that way.
Blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hello? They're playing the Bowdy in the game. Said playing Bowdy in the game.
To throw, it's Lance. Rolling to his left.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle. It's going to be tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. McCaffrey.
What? How you run right into him?
That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I keep missing these
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look at that.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No, he trying to move these niggas a certain way.
Tua on 4th down. And
so he's moving these niggas a certain way.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Oh, I didn't know that was 4th down.
Here we go, Zach. Black, 95.
Lance now on 1st down.
Get what out of here.
But it's intercepted.
Man, you ain't sucking me. You got lucky, bum.
The Dolphins are going to take over once again.
He wasn't even right there.
25-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Ready up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Yeah.
From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Lance. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 80 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see, from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's going to be brought down short of the first, and they are out of timeouts. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Play action. Now it's Lance. On the move to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And some room to maneuver. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Lance. The quick slant caught. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Drill, 52.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To his throw here, going to be caught by Wilson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in
in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Tua. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got it to the 43 here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Out to his left. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
95, 6, never.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Tua to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Tua. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Lance looking to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Lance back to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
On play action, Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now Tua.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the 49ers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.